Well, guys, I am in the shop getting some service done, but earlier today I had the opportunity to interview one of our drivers. He's coming up on his 1-year mark. So we did a little interview here with Jeffrey Smith. Been with Magnum for about a year. Anyway, thought y'all might want to know what he had to say. Thought I'd just mention that this video is basically for those new guys coming into the business. For all you old experienced hands, you're probably not going to enjoy this video too much. But the guys trying to figure out what they're going to do, they'll like it. So here we go. Hey guys, welcome to, I got a special treat for you today. I got an interview. So what's your name there, young man?
Jeffrey Smith.
Jeffrey Smith. Now Jeffrey has delightfully agreed to do a video, and I told him, man, I'll just interview you because how long you been with Magnum now?
It'll be 12 months next month.
Yeah, so next May you'll be here 1 year. So I gotta ask, what brought you to Magnum? I mean, you had a lot of different choices of where you could go drive for. Why did you choose Magnum?
It was just the best carrier at that point in time, and I don't like jumping from job to job, so...
You wanted to find a place you could stay at, huh?
Definitely,
make home? Definitely.
Well,
yeah, I think you made a good call, man.
I agree.
I'm always astounded. Did you know Magnum, back when I come on board with Magnum, you had to have 2 years experience or they wouldn't talk to you. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. They just quit that about 2.5 years ago. That they would start hiring guys straight out of CDL school. But so you knew you were coming into trucking for a while, right?
Yes.
How much time did you actually spend researching?
Maybe a week.
Really?
Maybe.
Only a week?
Maybe a week. I went to CDL school, and the CDL school required you to have 2 recruiting offices that wanted to hire you right out of school. So in order to go to school, you had to have those 2 picked out already. Really?
That's unusual. And Magnum was one of your choices?
Yes.
Well, who was the other one?
It was a really bad company.
I don't even want to mention their name?
I don't even remember the name. It was, they pay you like 10 cents a mile. That's how bad it is.
Oh, wow. Magnum is a Cadillac fleet. How do you like your truck?
I love it. It's a 2019 first truck that I got, and I have not had any problems with it. Oh, it's fully loaded? Fully loaded. You like sound system in it? Everything's great.
Comes with a refrigerator?
Refrigerator, APU,
inverter. It's highly livable, isn't it?
Very. And it has 2 bunks in there, so I got plenty of storage.
Yeah, that's what I do too. I got, the double bunk. And unfortunately, whenever I have a trainee, all that stuff from the tuck box, I gotta go to the bottom bunk, so I gotta sleep with it when I got a trainee on board. What about the atmosphere here at Magnum? How was your orientation?
Orientation was really, it was awesome. You get your own hotel room. You get free breakfasts for every morning. You get free lunch every day that you're in orientation.
You got paid for orientation too, right?
And you get paid.
Now here's a big thing. Most people when they start up with the trucking company, they have to ride the crack hound. Ride the bus, right?
Yeah.
So how was your bus ride up here?
It was actually, you got on a plane.
Yeah, we fly.
You got on a plane straight to the Fargo. They pick you up from the hotel guy who comes in his van, brings you back to the hotel. If you need to go anywhere, they will bring you. Say you want to go to the mall, you want to go to Walmart, all you got to do is go to the front desk and they'll bring you there.
They'll send a shuttle for you, right?
Yep.
And what about your hotel accommodations?
2 bed, by myself.
What was the name of the hotel?
Holiday Inn.
Yeah. One of the nicest places in Fargo, huh? Yep. I hear the dining room is supposed to be pretty nice there at the...
Yeah, they actually have a really huge dining room. They have two separate dining rooms, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never been in there.
Yeah.
I always just pick up my trainees from outside. And when I came here, it was the Red Roof Inn, which was getting to be rather dated, we'll just say that. and then they switched to the Holiday Inn. And everybody I talk to tell me that it's absolutely super nice. And also orientation is paid. You get a little paid for that. You went out with a trainer. Who was your trainer?
Sean Randall.
And how was Sean as a trainer?
He was good. He was good.
What was it? Was it casual? Was it comfortable? Did the 30 days go by quick?
It was very comfortable. The 30 days did actually go by fast. I think I actually fell 2 days short of the full 30 days. We actually got back to Fargo, and I got my own truck because I was prepared to.
Right, ready to go. And we say 30 days. The magic number is 10,000 miles.
Mm-hmm.
If you drive 10,000 miles, we're going to bring you back and throw you in your truck. And so now you've been driving for almost a year. How do you like the way that we do business?
As long as you put your effort into wanting to get money, it'll actually work out great. But if you're the type of person that wants to go home every 2 weeks or even every 3 weeks, it could be a challenge on your bank.
Yeah, most people don't realize that when you take time off, when you say like you're going to go home for 2 days, that actually takes you out of production for 4 days. You know, 1 day deadheading home, 2 days that you spend at home, and then a day deadheading out. You actually get paid for those miles though, to your next pickup. But you basically lose 4 full days of production. So if you do that every 2 weeks, that's 8 days a month
that you're missing out on pay.
Yeah, missing out on pay. Now, we do have a driver here at Magnum that drives for 3 weeks and goes home for a week. Makes over $100,000 a year as an OTR driver, and he goes home 1 week a month.
I think I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
I'm talking about Jeff. He's he's an amazing guy. He runs it just like a business, like it's his own business. He runs spreadsheets. He's got information of every load that he's ever hauled since he's been with Magnum. He's been here for 5 years.
Wow.
I mean, he really runs it like a science. I'm not that kind of guy. I just want to wake up in the morning, haul my freight, punch my little ELD. Who's your driver manager?
It's Kaylee Becker.
Kaylee is your driver manager? How is Kaylee as a driver manager?
She's excellent. She's excellent.
Takes good care of you?
Yes, she does.
Make sure that you get paid everything you got coming to you, all that good stuff.
She calls me when my incentive bonus is ready and lets me know exactly how much I'm going to get.
Yeah. Well, there's something that most people don't know what you're talking about. You get an incentive bonus every month, right?
Yep, every month, the third paycheck.
Is that a hard bonus to hit?
That is not.
No, because they're real numbers, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah.
As long as you use your cruise control, you're not braking outrageously, and you're running the miles.
As long as you're doing your job the way they don't want you to do your job, you're going to get your bonus.
As long as you don't get any tickets, you're not going to lose none of your bonus.
How about as far as goes, are they all over you? I mean, are they constantly calling you saying, where you at, what you doing?
Not at all. If I ever call them, it's just
something you want,
something
right?
I want. Where am I going next? If it's
look, this is a deadgum Magnum. That could be a trainer. He's got somebody with him.
Yeah, it could be.
Hear that? Or he's got a very ugly girlfriend.
Yeah.
But, we got 3 Magnum trucks here right at the moment hauling this freight. You know what we're hauling out of here, don't you?
Fries.
French fries.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's McDonald's, Wendy's, Hardee's, or what, but it's somebody. Most people don't realize that all the French fries for all the fast food places basically all come from the same place. Depending on the cut and the recipe that they put on there, we got 3 plants that we pick them up. We run French fries all over the United States. We're actually going to the same place.
We are.
We're both going to Stillwell, Oklahoma. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm kind of shocked. I didn't know that Stillwell, Oklahoma could eat 86,000 pounds of French fries. That's some French fry eating fools down there, man.
But no, there is no micromanaging at Magnum.
None, is there? Do they generally route you well?
They do.
Really? You get routed? I don't get routed.
I'll go into detail about routing.
Routing?
Yeah.
Well, generally routing, a company will tell you, you take this interstate, you turn here, you turn there.
No.
You stop at this place and get 50 gallons worth of fuel. You stop in this state, get 100 gallons of fuel.
No, I was thinking you were talking about load offers.
No, I was talking about routing.
No, they definitely don't. Well, there is only one that I've ever heard of, and that's picking up from the Budweiser in Fort Collins, going up to Minot. They tell you not to go through Nebraska.
Well, yeah, but it's not necessarily Minot. It's going to Minot, Bismarck, anywhere like that. They say don't go through Nebraska. Do you have any idea why?
No.
I do not either. I think maybe that we don't have the alcohol permit for Nebraska. Yeah. Maybe the alcohol permit for Nebraska is rather pricey, because for Wyoming, Montana, South Dakota, it's like $8. I mean, it's nothing. When I haul imported beer out of the ports of New Jersey, bringing them back west, they actually email me a permit for that beer load for the state of New Jersey. Each load has to have its own permit. It's not a blanket permit, so that's the reason why they do it that way. But yeah, as far as getting your loads, I'm not real active on getting my loads. I don't care where you send me, just keep me rolling. That's all I ask. How long do you generally sit between loads?
Rarely, because they don't necessarily have a low amount of freight. So if they do, they'll always pay you.
We have crap loads of freight.
Yeah, I mean, they'll pay you layover pay if that's the case, but in general, they don't want you to even get really a reset, and that's how much freight they have. They just want to keep you going. Yeah,
they would rather you just stay running recaps and not even take a 34. I tell you, I set my foot down on that. I'll run recaps for a few days, but I want my day off where I can just lay around and watch TV. You got satellite TV in your truck?
I don't, but I do have a TV.
Yeah, the satellite TV is kind of hit and miss. It's $5 a week, your paycheck to have the satellite TV. But I generally watch off-air channels more than I watch the satellite TV, because all the stuff on Showtime, HBO, those movies, I think I've already seen. So it's kind of a waste, but when you reach a certain income level, who cares? Right? And we were talking about that before we started the interview, that if you go to the Magnum website, it says right on the website, it says average pay for a driver at Magnum is $68,000. Top pay is over $90,000. And I think it's kind of funny how they soft sell that. A first year driver, their average is going to be in between 45 and 55. The second year, it's generally going to be between 68 and 75. And third year and up, if you're willing to run hard, it's over 90 grand a year. So and Magnum's going to give you an opportunity. You've been here for about a year. Do you think you want to train?
I don't think I want to.
I totally get that, man.
Yeah, I don't think I want to.
If I didn't do the YouTube channel and recruit drivers to the company, I wouldn't do it either. You know, as being a trainer here, they don't pay you that much for training. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
You know what we get paid for a trainee?
Isn't it like 50 cents a mile or something like that?
No, we get our regular truck pay,
Well, on top of that?
No. It's $150 a week.
Oh, wow.
I know. Yeah, oh, wow is right.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well, we actually get $150 a week, but then we get $100 a month for the first year that they're with the company. So it's cumulative. So if you take take a driver every month, you know, trainee every month, it's pretty decent. You know, he'll put you up over that 100,000 mark. I can't do that. I've got to have my solo time. I love my solo time.
Yeah, I love my solo time.
So, how have you made the adjustment to the OTR lifestyle?
Since I'm kind of a independent person, I didn't really have a problem adjusting to it. But if you're more of like you need somebody there all the time, it probably wouldn't work out as well.
Yeah, you know what my granddad used to say?
What's that?
He always said, you know, some people are lonely and they can't stand to be alone. That if they can't stand to be alone, that's because they don't like the company that they keep. Could be very true. So, I find it amazing that you found Magnum in a week, because before I come back into trucking, you know, I'd driven before, but so I knew a little bit about the industry. I knew what I was looking for. And I was mainly looking for a place that I could stand on my head for 2 years and then go back to plain owner-operator. And after I've been here for 2 years, when I got to that point, it was like, I don't know if I should make that jump. I mean, a lot of guys are struggling and hurting, and there's a lot of work on the back end that has to be done. And, man, I've got a carefree life. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have a skin in the game. I'm taken care of exceptionally well. I'm paid well. I think I'll just kind of sit here and see what this year, because that's when the freight rates all took a dive too. And they ain't come back. They're actually worse today than they were then. And I think I'm doing a whole lot better than most of my owner-operator buddies at this point in time. So there's that. But I studied. I mean, I studied and I researched for 6 months looking for the best company. And they all didn't quite fit. And the way that I found Magnum is I saw one of their trucks pull in. I went, damn, that's a nice looking piece of equipment. I don't know, I ain't seen one of them before. I ain't never seen a Magnum truck before. So I started talking to the driver. And he seemed real happy. And he loved the company and all that kind of stuff. Just said all great things about it. You know, you can always catch a driver in a truck stop and ask him, so what do you think about this outfit? They'll flat tell you the truth. Because they're having a bad day, they're going to go, this place sucks, man. As soon as I get back, I'm turning the truck in. They ain't going to hold back. So I went back and I did my research online. I thought that maybe Magnum had somebody that was watching the internet for them, because I didn't find anything negative. Did you?
No, I didn't.
I didn't find one negative thing. So it kind of made me a little skeptical, but I found out that's actually true.
Well, those mega carriers, those guys, they like to pinch your paycheck, so that's just not one of the carriers I was really looking for, is someone that wanted to charge you an arm and a leg. So I went and got my CDL, and Magnum was
the choice.
Now, I'm not going to lie, I did get, you know, stuck with the lowest pay rate that Magnum does hire people at, which was 36 cents a mile. And then every few months you go up a penny, and then a penny, and then a penny, but those pennies add up. Actually,
it goes up 2 cents a mile.
It goes up 2 cents?
The way it comes out. I had to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. I come into Magnum at 38 cents a mile because I had 2 years experience, mm-hmm. right? You know, if you had over 2 years experience, the regular rate was 36, and if you had over 2 years experience, you come in at 38. And you're going, 38 cents a mile with an experienced driver? Why? Yeah. But then if you look at it, you get 2 penny raise every 2 months for the first year. Mm-hmm. That brings you to 46 cents a mile. Plus, even though that you're getting 36 cents a mile, you're actually getting 8 cents a mile incentive pay. Yeah. So you're not driving at 36, you're driving at 44 cents a mile.
And then not only that, you're getting pretty much a brand new vehicle.
A brand new truck.
With an operating fridge that works. You have power. You got all that. So
living large, man.
So you're living large, but you know, your pay is going to be a little low for a little while, but then it increases and it increases, just like anything else. Any other job that you get, you got to start at the bottom, then you make your way up.
So now you've been here for about a year. Your average pay per mile right now should be, you should be at 46 cents a mile, plus your 8 cents incentive, puts you at 54 cents a mile. There's a lot of people that would kill for 54 cents a mile.
In their first year.
Do you have a hazmat endorsement?
I do not.
What the? Hey, man.
No, I do not.
Hey, don't worry about that background check. Do you know I had 2 FBI investigations. One evoking revolution, all right, and one for threatening the life of a sitting president. I was a little political, right? So I thought, there ain't no way in hell Homeland Security is going to pass me, because I was on all the lists. I was on the watch list. I was on the anti-terrorist list. I was on the no-fly list.
Wow.
So I thought, there ain't no way in hell they're going to allow me to have a hazmat, right? And you go in there and you do the fingerprints and you fill out the little form. You give them your $100, and they say, "Yeah, we'll get back to you in 6 weeks," right? 2 weeks. 2 weeks, man. That kind of thing come flying back so fast. I haul hazmat. So go get that endorsement, dude.
Because that's an extra 5 cents a mile.
Yeah, that's plus 1 cent a mile on all miles driven. So if you're at 46, you go to 47. Plus you get 5 cents a mile on all your hazmat loads. And since only about, 30-40% of the drivers at Magnum have a hazmat, anytime you go to Southeast, if you got a hazmat, you got a hazmat coming back. So that makes it sweet. At my situation, I've been here for 3 years. When I'm hauling a hazmat load, I'm actually dragging that at 68 cents a mile. Woo-woo!
Banking that money.
Banking it. Banking it, baby. I'm telling you. So, what would you tell anybody about thinking about coming to Magnum?
Don't pass up this opportunity.
Best seat in the industry.
It's a very good opportunity, and your truck only does 64 miles an hour, but there's so many more benefits to just speeding on the road. 64 miles an hour is, you're not going to get speeding tickets unless you're doing something really stupid. And the benefits are just unbelievable.
And who cares if you're doing 64 miles an hour if you're averaging 600 miles a day?
Exactly.
Because we both talked about when you first get in the truck, you're going to Stillwell, I'm going to Stillwell. Our loads are so tight that I've got to get an oil change. I don't know if I'm going to make my destination on time. And when you get to Stillwell, you're going to have a load that day. You're coming out that day. I bet money you're coming out of Tulsa. Do you already know?
No, I don't know yet.
Really?
Nope. Nope, Tasha has not sent me a message yet.
Does Tasha handle Oklahoma?
I believe she does.
Does she really? I did not know that. I'm going to go home, and I'm going to stay home for a couple days. I haven't decided if I want to come back out on Friday or if I want to stay home for the weekend too. I'll probably come out on Friday. I don't know about you, but I go home. When I've been out of the truck for 2 days, I'm like, I got to go.
Yeah, I got to get going.
You're the same way?
Yeah, I'm definitely in the same way.
Oh,
I usually go home for 4 to 5 days at a time, and yeah, it's after the couple of days you're like, I'm ready to get going.
Right. So you're an OTR junkie.
I am.
You're addicted to that white line.
I am. I just love it.
That's good to hear.
I love it. You get to see so much while you're out here.
So tell everybody your name one more time.
Jeffrey Smith.
And you're from what state?
Missouri.
And you're proud to be Magnum, right?
Proud to be a Magnum.
God bless you, brother. Hey guys, we're getting out of here. I'm going to insert this in a video somewhere. So look for your video coming soon.